Welcome to the next video of Learning How, Planning for Productive Skills. Thank you for taking the time to join me for this one. So in our previous videos, we went over an outline of the ECRIF structure for thinking about learning, and then we went through that structure in detail. So far, we've looked at how ECRIF can be learned for learning really any skill. But the focus of this course is on productive skills. So what is a productive skill? Well, usually for the purposes of language teaching, it's speaking. Of course, writing is also a productive skill, but for the purposes of this workshop, we're going to focus on the skill of speaking. So everyone says that they want to learn to speak English. But is speaking what we practice? What our students practice? What makes a good speaking activity? So in this video, we're going to explore some ideas about what does make a good speaking activity. And I want to let you know that some of the ideas in this video are adapted from the book From Input to Output by Bill Van Patten. If you've not read that book, give it a read when you get a chance. It is an excellent read for all language teachers, or really teachers of anything. So I want to share with you today just 5 simple ideas to help design speaking tasks. So the first thing I want to think about is reading out loud. Reading aloud is not a speaking task. Writing something and then reading it is also not exactly a speaking task. Real life speaking is spontaneous, and when we start reading something that's already written, it just gets in the way of that real skill in producing language. The second thing on my list is that a real speaking task should resemble the kind of speaking that we do in real life. I've seen a lot of classroom activities where speaking is just reading a list or reading a dialogue that's written, and it has nothing to do with the real speaking that we use language for. So I want to suggest to you that a real speaking task should have some connection to our real lives. Also, that the focus of a real speaking task should be communication. It's not enough to say words, but we have to say words that have a real meaning of something that we want to say. And then communication does mean that someone is listening. It's not enough just to say something, even if it has meaning, but it's important that someone else listen and understand it. And finally, the fifth thing on my list is that the goal of speaking is communication, not perfect grammar or pronunciation. I know many students are frightened to speak because they're worried that they will make mistakes. But if you can communicate, mistakes don't necessarily matter. So, again, just summing up, 5 ideas to help design speaking tasks. Don't just read aloud. Make activities resemble real life. Focus on communication. And a speaker needs a listener. Don't expect perfect grammar or pronunciation. So these are 5 ideas taken from various sources intended to help you design speaking tasks that will keep your students practicing real speaking. In the discussion forum below, I'd love to hear what you think of these ideas and also just your ideas about speaking tasks in general. Thank you very much.